All right, so I'm out here getting ready to do part 2 of the filter build, and I'm outside above this trash can. What I'm doing is I'm cutting. I already had it marked off. Let's see if you can see it. It's hard to see. I got it marked off where I just cut with the shears, and it's easier to do it this way. I just did I cut one piece with a saw, but that was more of a pain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this real quick, and I'll get back as soon as I'm done with that part. All right, so that's 2 cut. I have the third in the garage. I'm gonna go ahead and dry fit them now and see how that looks. All right, so it fits in here perfectly, actually, pretty good. I got a 1.5 inch PVC pipe that I'll probably put in maybe 3 sections to keep it elevated. And what I'll do is I'll zip tie this to the screen itself, and now I'll do it on all 3 tubs. This way it'll keep it elevated off the bottom. And then what I'm gonna do is I bought, what are they called? Hang on. All right, so what I have, this here is the uniseal. This one is a 2 inch, which will go on the side of each tub. And I'll have the 2 inch pipe running through it to connect all the tubs along the side, so they'll flow from one to the other to the next. And then I'll have another uniseal on the bottom of each tub here. I'll have a 1.5 inch uniseal on the bottom, which I'll connect. This is a 1.5 inch. I'll connect it with the uniseal and a piece of pipe on the bottom of each. That way I can turn the valve and drain the bottom of the tubs to clean out the clean insides. And what I'll do is I'll have this pipe inside the uniseal, which will come in probably about, halfway in. So these I'll have them turned this way. So this pipe will be on the inside, so the water could flow in and then out the side, and then I can just turn the valve, be like this. I could turn the valve and drain the bottom of the tub. So I might cut several inches off, so it'll go in maybe this far and then stick out that far, so enough for the valve. So that's what I'm gonna be working on in a little bit. So that's it. I might have to go to Lowe's and pick up some more pipe. I don't think I have enough 1.5 inch and 2 inch pipe. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna start working on that. So let me go ahead and get started on that, and I'll shoot as much as I can. Thank you. All right, so what I did here is get some sandpaper and smoothen out the little spurs, clean out the spurs a little bit, and then I'll put the uniseals in. So let me go ahead and finish that up real quick. All right, so I have it sanded down. Now I'm just gonna push these into place. It's a little tight fit. It's hard to do with one hand, but there it is. That's one down, and then I got the other 2 to go. Then I'll try to put a piece of pipe in, see how it fits, and then get started on doing the ones on the sides. So let me go ahead and get started on that. I'll drill the holes first, and I'll put the uniseals in and then show it to you once I'm done. Let me get out of the sun here. So let me go ahead and get started on that. All right, so I have all the holes cut. I didn't videotape me cutting it because it seemed a little boring, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish sanding up the holes. I got one uniseal pushed in. I have one here pushed in with the pipe. Once you push it in, all you got to do is put a little soap on the end of the pipe, and you know, just it pushes in. It's not too bad. It doesn't take but a few seconds to do. It's a real tight fit. So this is actually going to go pushed in further where this end will butt up against here, and then that way I can open and close the valve to clean out the to the inside. So that's it. It wasn't that hard. To make the holes, I had purchased, because I have different hole saws. I pay, you know, $10, probably $10 a piece for different for these two. So like $20. $20 for these two as opposed to $20 for this whole kit. I just did a short video on that, so you'll see it on my channel. So I mean, $20, you can't go wrong. So I have the tubs here. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out back. I'm still waiting on, I was short one uniseal, so I just ordered it on Amazon. So when it comes in, I'll go ahead and put it in and then finish up the assembly of the rest of the filter. So thanks for watching. Alright, so I picked up all my PVC pipe. I got the 2-inch there. I got the 1.5 inch, and then I got the 1 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting. What I'm gonna do is cut 6-inch sections to connect the tubs. And I'll measure out the 1.5 inch pipe for that fitting it. I haven't decided how many inches I'm gonna cut off, but let me start on the 2-inch pipe. Alright, so this is the first piece of section that I put in, and I can honestly say it was a pain in the ass, because I don't know, for some reason this one was harder to put in than that one. I guess it was because it was in the middle. It was hard to get a grip so I can push in. But that's one section. I got to do the other one to connect it to the third bin. So I'm gonna start working on that. That's 2 of them. If it becomes a pain, I might just leave the 2. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, let me get back to it. Okay, so it seems like it's one of the hardest tasks that I've done. So what I'm gonna do, I already did it on one hole. I'm gonna take this Dremel with the sander, and I'm gonna go ahead and just sand this just a hair, so I can fit the uniseal in there just a little bit, just a hair looser, so I can push that pipe in, because it's at the angle I'm trying to do. It's kind of tough. So I'm gonna do, once I get it all connected, I'm gonna do a leak test and see how it goes. But I should be good. I just got to shave it just a hair. It is becoming a task, so let me go ahead and try to finish that up. I still have to wait. Hopefully it comes today while I'm doing this, the other uniseal, because I was short one. So let me go ahead with that, and let me finish the rest of connecting these containers. All right, so what I'm doing here is getting this pipe, get the sander, and I want to sand the edges from being too sharp, so I can push it into the uniseal. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'll get back in a second. Okay, so once I get all these in place, I think I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with this Flex Seal that I bought and get out of the sun. I'll spray it with the Flex Seal to make sure I don't get any leaks. So I'm gonna do that. I just got these in, which is gonna be facing the pond. Let me get that up there. All right, so once I get everything connected, I gotta shut this pump off. I gotta move this out of the way. And then in the garage, I have the rest to finish this out. I gotta finish it out and then paint it. And then assemble this. I'll probably paint this later on today. I'll get this painted and then move it to this side. So then, once I get this shut off and moved out of the way, I can go ahead and put the wood and put the little stand here and put the bins on top and get everything rolling. So that's the goal. That's a lot of work. It's probably going to be probably tomorrow when I get done. The Bucks game comes on at 8 o'clock at night, so I got Sunday to mess around with this. And that's it. Let me start finishing up little details. All right, so I got my part just came in. The last piece of my tank, the filter, the uniseal. So what I did was with the 2-inch pipe, I cut some rings, and what I'm gonna do is they're gonna lay in the tank on the side to allow water flow, and it's gonna go the lighting diffuser that I bought and cut it to size to fit inside here. This is a little spare piece. It's gonna lay on the bottom, and the rings are gonna go on the side, and then I'll strap it down with a zip tie. So they're gonna go this way. I'll zip tie them and they'll fit underneath like that on the bottom, inside the bottom of the bin. So once I zip tie them, I'm not gonna do it today, but I'll zip tie them. I'll show you what it looks like completed. And so these are the 3 bins. I'll do some more tomorrow, hopefully finish it up. So, all right, I started on my zip ties. I need to go to Lowe's and pick up some more. I ran out, so I zip tied them. I just got to do is clip off the extra pieces. So this will sit in here. That's gonna sit on the bottom. It'll be elevated. So once I put the rock or plants or whatever, it'll sit elevated. So I gotta go to Lowe's and pick up some more. And let me go to the back and show you what I'm doing to the rest of the stuff. All right, so back here, I'm painting the wood. I gotta paint the table. I'm painting the wood here. I got that piece and this piece that I already painted. So that's gonna go over here to cover this part. Once I take this out of the way, I'll nail those in place and then that'll be covered. Then I could bring the table over here and then put the tubs. I was gonna hesitate to do some painting because I'm doing it outside and we currently have some strong winds and rain from that hurricane that's out in the Gulf of Mexico, or tropical storm. So I'm gonna finish up this painting now. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So it'll take forever for this stuff to dry, but let me go ahead and finish that up and I'll get back to the video as soon as I'm done. All right, so let me show you what I've decided to do. After struggling putting this pipe in, especially doing it, connecting these two tubs, I just couldn't get the leverage to force this end into this uniseal. So after struggling and struggling, I decided I'm gonna just, where I can get a good grip here, put this pipe in, and then what I'm gonna do is cut this pipe, and then put a coupler so I can just attach these two pipes from here, because trying to force it into this uniseal, I know it makes it a tight seal, but having to reach, and then I just couldn't get the enough grip or leverage, so I have to do an individual where I can get here and force it in. So once I cut it and add the coupler together, then it's just a matter of removing this one, moving that out the way, bringing the table and everything over there, and getting it all together. So it's getting late already, so I'm going to start on that tomorrow. Alright, so I went to Lowe's before all this rain starts coming down because of this tropical storm headed to Tampa Bay. I picked up this coupler, so that's going to go here, and then I'm going to attach it. I'm going to hook it up right there. I'm going to cut this pipe to get this in a little closer. I'll cut this pipe and this one, and then I'll connect that. So right now it's starting to rain, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and then I'll finish assembling this. So I'll be right back shortly. Thanks. Alright, welcome back. I just finished the platforms that's going to go on the bottom of the tubs. I did that. I cut this piece here that I'm going to have the coupler attached to. And I did that. The rain's starting to pick up now. Starting to get a little windier. So I'm going to stop the project today and pick it up tomorrow. I got a few other things to get done just before, just in case this thing gets any worse. I want to get some stuff done around the house. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Alright, so let me show you what I came up with. These are the 3 bins. These are the clean outs. I got one elbow here. It's going to go down. I got to put another one here, so I'm short one. I took out the grate like this one. I took it out of here so these baskets will sit at a good level. So this inflow is going to go here. All I have to do is cut a hole here so the pipe can go down beneath the grate, fill up, flow in, come down. I'll probably get a piece of pipe longer to put the water down in there, have that come up through media, flow in. Once it comes in here, it could just fill up, and I'm not going to put any media in here just other than the rocks. In here, I believe I'm going to put lava rock, and then here the bottom layer is going to have the sponges and the rest of the media, the filter to fill up, to basically polish the water, clean it up. And then the bacteria here and here, and the plants to try to remove some of the nitrates. I don't know if I'm going to keep that island. I might keep it there. But we'll see. So just the finishing touches, and then I'll be done. This is the pipe here. This goes all the way down to the bottom here. I have a grate about this high, so it filters through that, and I got lava rock, sponges. it's already dirty and it needs to be cleaned. So I'm not gonna clean it. I'm just gonna switch I'll rinse out all the lava rock from here and put it into here, into those containers. So that's it, and then I gotta clean up the wires, and that'll be that. Just the final touches. I'll film that shortly. All right, so here's the filter in place. It is a dry run. I got a mess over here, taking apart this one, but the water's flowing here, going to this one, filling up, coming here, and then going out. Now, the only thing I don't like is that this basically is filling up all the way to the brim. It gives me no leeway. And I'm not gonna go through the trouble of putting another pipe here, because that was a pain. So what I might end up doing is coming here, adding another pipe to this with a valve, so I can just reduce the flow just a hair to make sure that this doesn't fill up as much. I don't know if I should try that or go to my next plan, which would be remake this one with this garbage can here, and I do have the round filters for it, so I might end up doing that. I don't know. I'm gonna let this run. I got some filtration in here already and some rock there, but instead of putting it in all three and maybe restrict the flow and have this overflow, I'm gonna let this run today, and maybe I'll change the design, but that's what it is. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, I mean, I like the 3 compartments, but maybe I used a 2-inch pipe. Maybe you might need to do a 3-inch pipe to allow more water flow, because this pump, I can't remember if I have, it might flow like 1,400 gallons per minute, or gallons per hour actually. I have it on my video when I did a review on the pump. So that might be too much. I might have to restrict the flow. So, all right, so that is the filter. Maybe if I finish it off, I'll show a video on that, but I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. So we'll see. Let me give it a day to think about it. So thanks for watching Villa Media Productions.